everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jess and today's video is going to be my project pan update. I'm very excited to film this update. I feel like I've made some very good progress. I'm super happy about the progress that I have made. Yeah, if you're curious about this makeup look, which you can't really see that well because I have chosen to wear my glasses in today's video, then you guys will see it next week. This was actually done using makeup on my chopping block. Things first, I really want to show you guys this. This is the only non-makeup product in this project pan so far. This is the Scene Dry Skin Aloe Vera Non-Greasy Body Lotion. I got this from Lidl or Aldi. I never know which one. I get confused between the two of them. And last month, this was our update. There was just a tiny bit of movement. This month, this is our update. So if you guys didn't know, I did go to Exeter for a trip to see my friends and I had an absolutely amazing time. But I actually put some of this into a travel squeezy tube and I got so much use out of this. I've been using this pretty much every day. Well, maybe not every day. I've been using it pretty consistently and yeah. I am really proud of the progress that is on this. As you can see, like, this is maybe 3 times the amount of progress than last month. I can definitely move through body lotions. However, I will say one thing that I noticed is that I think a reason why I definitely, like, I've used all of this product is because I had it in the travel size little squeezy and it's more controlled, whereas this one, like, the hole in the top is quite big, and because of this being like it's not necessarily a runnier formula, but it's not a thick lotion, like, it doesn't hold its shape, it kind of just like plobs out into a pile. I find that too much or like too little can come out the top of this, so I feel that I may actually transfer this into another like of those tubes and use that. It's a reusable tube, so I can clean it out and reuse it later on, but I think I may do that again for this upcoming month, and I definitely think I can make the same amount of progress, which would leave us with just a tiny bit left, which is perfect timing, really. I'm really happy with this. Moving on into the makeup products. So I have a foundation here. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Candid foundation. It's in the shade 120. I'm not wearing this today. I'm actually wearing the Maybelline Superstay foundation. But yeah, this is our progress. There is a little more progress than there was last month. I actually think the product could even be lower than that, like here. But from where I can fold here, but I have a feeling the product might be down to like the top of my finger, like just here. Again, really happy with this, super solid progress. I used a lot more foundation this month because when I was in Exeter, we went out every single day and I think I wore foundation every single day as well. I'm really proud of the progress. I love this foundation though. It does have less product in than a normal foundation. It has 22 milliliters instead of 30, so it's 8 milliliters less than your usual foundation amount. But the reason why this is in here is because A, I love it, making it really easy to use it up, and B, I already have a backup of this that I've opened and used. So I basically have 2 of these that are open and used, so I just want to finish one, so I have 1 tube open. Barry M Chisel Cheeks Contour Cream Kit. I don't think I've used it a couple of times, but obviously since I was away this past month, and this past month was shorter than most, I don't think I've actually made that much progress in this compared to last month. I'll actually put it down here so the picture can go up here. But yeah, I don't think I've made as much progress as I would have liked to have made in this past month, but that's okay. I feel like we are making pretty solid progress. There's 2 really decent dips going on in these 2. I did say I wanted to hit pan on 1 or 2 of these lighter shades, and they are definitely on track to have pan in them. And this little guy down here I want to try and use up. I don't think I've actually used this that much. I did not take this to Exeter with me, so that's 1 whole week of usage gone completely from it. And yeah, I just haven't really been reaching for this, actually, to be fair, the last couple of weeks. The last week I didn't use it once, I don't think, so that's something for me to consider about using it a little bit more continuously in this next month. But yeah, progress in this is slow and steady. I really do want to pick the product out of the corners in this one and bring it all to the middle. I think that could be something that I'm going to do in this upcoming month. I also have a cream blush in here, and this is the Doll10 Hydrogel Cream Balm in Stop I'm Blushing. Look how little product is left in here. This looks significantly different to last update, because last update I had it all pushed to the middle again. I will have to do that again, but can you guys see how there is literally almost nothing in those edges? Like, that is super thin. Like 1 wipe of your finger and then the pan's like there. So yeah, this is definitely coming to the end of its life. I think it might have another 2 months left in it, maybe even 3. It's hard to tell with cream products, and obviously it's dependent on if you use it or not. The cream product in here is the Lorazzi Cosmetics Contour Stick in the shade Aloha. In last year's project plan I was tracking it on the lid, but now I'm tracking it on some paper. Not as much progress this month. It's really strange, this product. Like, I had quite a lot of progress last month, but not this month. So bizarre, and you'll see what I mean because this is like a very small amount of progress compared to last month. I did actually talk about this maybe in the intro. I don't remember if I actually did, but I am thinking that once this blush is done, I may press some of this, not necessarily all of it, but I might press some of it into the pan and see how I get along with using it like that, because I do like to rub some on the back of my hand and then take a sponge and dab it on. So I was thinking maybe I could put a little bit into here and see how I feel. But that is something that I'm considering doing once this product is done. Also, it just allows more visual progress, I guess. If I just roll it down. There we go. This is our progress this month. As you guys can see on that pink line, very, very small sliver of progress, but progress is still progress, even if it's just a little bit. Let's do the other thing that's measured on paper. I have the Natural Collection brow pencil. This is in the shade dark brown. Definitely not dark brown. It's in my eyebrows today. You can see it's like lighter than my hair roots quite a lot, and that's okay. I quite like a lighter brow, to be honest. This pencil though, I come to the conclusion I'm not a huge fan. I will use it up because I want to, but I'm not the biggest fan of this at all. And I'll tell you for why, because when you try to sharpen it, you can give it a half twist and the whole thing will just bloody fall off. Not only that, but when you start using this, like, your tip can be super, super sharp. You literally do one sweep and it's no longer sharp, and you're trying to do it on a dull point, but there's no point in just quickly putting it in your pencil sharpener and doing like a little mini, like, small twist, because it just snaps off the whole product. It's so frustrating. And it just feels like a waste of product, to be honest. But I have made progress. Here we are. There we go. That's our progress for this month, about the same as last month. There's one sharpen in there, believe it or not, one sharpen. But because it kept breaking, you end up wasting a little bit of the nub. If we keep going at this consistent rate right now, I have a feeling 1, 2, 3. I have a feeling that it will have 3 more months in it if I keep going at this consistent pace, which is 1 sharpen per month. Then this will be done within 3 months. So again, in around May, I think this one will be done, because don't forget, you can only really sharpen to like this point here. It's not really going to sharpen much more than that. So yeah, I think we have about 3 months left with 1 sharpen per month. Didn't take the Dexter with me, took my brow powder, not this. So I'm actually really happy that I have consistent progress with last month, considering I didn't have this for a whole week. I have the Revolution loose powder in here. This is the lace one that comes in a massive tub. I've inserted pictures previously. But yeah, this, I think this is super close to being done. As you can see, not a lot of product on here at all. So happy that I can now just pour the amount that I want out of this. You do not understand how satisfying that is compared to how like overfilled it was at the beginning of this project. And there's about like this much product left in it. If you guys can see, like, there is a fair amount still, maybe like a quarter of it left in here. I'm super, super excited for when I finish this, I won't lie. I think this has another 3 months in it, maybe even more. I have a couple of bronzers in here. First things first, this is the crushed down loose version of the bronzer from the Tarte Ladies Night palette in this compact here from Bare Minerals. I've not used this once this month. This is probably the disappointing product of the month, to be honest. I can't really say if I'm definitely going to be using this all the way up until next month, until I have like a true month of just using this, and that is because I have finally hit my goal on the MUA Bronze and Sculpt Contour Kit. This is what the pan is looking like. I feel like it is significantly bigger to what we originally started this project pan with. I also feel like the area around the outside is also a lot thinner than what I started this project pan with, and I also am just ready to roll this out because it comes out very pink toned on my skin. I think there's a lot of red undertones in this bronzer, because on my skin it looks kind of pink, and and I'm just not really enjoying that. So I'm going to roll this out before it turns to like a I just hate panning it. But yeah, I think I may go back to panning this at some point later on in the year, maybe during the summer, ready to take it out of this project, which will reduce the amount of products in this project down to 10 instead of 11. So I'm not going to roll anything in just yet because I don't really have anything that I'm dying to add in right now, but also because this was an extra product anyway and I've hit my goal on it, so that makes me super chuffed. Speaking of the Tarte Ladies Night palette, I'm also working on the highlighter in this palette right now. This is what she looks like. I think this edge is the edge that I've been working on. I definitely think it's thinner this month. When I go back home for Easter, because I will be travelling home for Easter, I am going to repress this. I don't know if it'll be in this pan or if I have an empty pan, it might be into an empty pan. But yeah, I definitely will be repressing this, but I'm hoping that by the time that is, so that's like the beginning of April, end of March, I'm hoping that by the time that happens, I am going to be working on this side of the highlighter in this upcoming month, and I'm hoping that by the time that I get home and I repress, this will be a lot less, meaning that it will be super thin in here because there's no like huge mountain of product anymore. Like this is pretty thick up here, so I'm going to be working on this next month. You can see this is just as thin as the sides now, with not a lot of build up or product at all, whereas this is the only area with a lot of product. So my plan is to start working on this area, this part, this next month, really lower it down, make it so there's hardly any product in there. So then when I repress, it's going to be a super thin highlighter. Finally, the final product in this project pan is the Tarte blush. This is from one of the 9 Ways to Shine cheek wardrobes. This is a limited edition Christmas collection, I believe, although I have seen some people buy them recently, so I could be wrong. And I'm working on this lower blush shade, this gorgeous like rustic colour. I have been using this really consistently. I took it to Exeter, I wore it every day. I'm not wearing it today. I'm actually wearing this one on top today and I'm loving the way this blush looks. Anyway, this is what it is looking like. I do really enjoy it. I think I'm making smooth progress. This takes a while because the pans are quite small in here and I am using this brush, so I'm literally just having a tiny little dab of it and then sweeping it onto my cheeks. I think I'm gonna do maybe like 1, maybe even 2 more months of significant progress on this brush before, on this blush, sorry, before I move on to the count that I talked about last update, where I said once I hit pan on this, I think I'm going to do like 20 uses on each blush and like roll around my whole blush collection. I think I'm going to give this like 1 or 2 more months because I don't see that much. It's hard to tell, you know, like there is progress. Like when I compare it to this one up here, which is full, there is definitely progress in this, but I don't know if I want to hit pan on blushes anymore. I think my goal is to actually rotate around my collection and use them all, and like have a usage goal for each of them. I think that would work really well for my blush collection personally. That's the only dilemma with this one. I still love the product, still love using it every day, but I do want to make sure that I'm reaching for other blushes, so the progress is going to be slower on this anyway because I'm going to be trying to reach for other blushes. So I may, there's 2 options. I could either leave this in the project pan and then roll in like another blush to use 20 times alongside and like rotate between like 2 blushes, or I could just rotate every blush in and out. So I'm not really too sure what I want to do just yet. I'm not finalised on my decision, but I definitely have another month or 2 of progress in this blush first. That is everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're doing your own project pan, let me know in the comments below how you are getting on. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'd like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!